The Rotary Club of Evansville proudly pays tribute to Dr. Stephen Becker, winner of the Rotary Civic Award.
The medical education campus is nothing short of Steve's signature. It is because of Steve Becker that this building is being built. He hadn't been named dean for a week when he made an appointment, came to see me, and began to discuss with me his vision for what medical education could mean to Southern Indiana.
It wasn't just building a building, it was looking at the long term and bringing the level of doctors to southwestern Indiana to an appropriate level for our populations.
When most people think of the Indiana University School of Medicine, I'm going to guess they think of Bloomington, Indiana, Indianapolis. But people here in Southwest Indiana, when they think of the IU School of Medicine, Evansville, automatically think of Dr. Stephen Becker. He's been instrumental in reshaping, reformatting the entire complex of not only downtown, but also the medical campuses that are going to produce some of the very, very best physicians for our entire country.
You know, Dr. Becker really drove this bus in so many ways, but he reached out to a few of us and said we need to kind of form a little Skunk Works group to get together to make sure we're dotting all the I's and crossing the T's. And we always joke that we would meet in the inner sanctum of certain buildings and talk about the School of Medicine. So, you know, maybe from the beginning, as Steve was beginning to drive his dream and to really make this a reality, I would say I was of counsel and available when he needed certain help in certain areas, but 99% of the sweat and equity and effort that went into the School of Medicine is all Steve Becker.
Steve recognized that in order to make the medical education campus a reality, he needed many partners, one of which certainly was Indiana University. He came to see me. I've been a trustee for more than 15 years, and we worked together to make sure that the capital projects priorities at Indiana University included an Evansville campus. Steve reached out to the business community in Evansville, knowing that not much happens around here unless business leaders support an idea. And finally, since funding for higher education is partially through state government, Steve recognized that he had to have partners in state government. He was a convener. He brought us together, each one of us filled our role, and the campus is being built.
Thanks to Steve's vision, the Health Science and Research Campus will open later this year through investments made by the City of Evansville, state lawmakers, and community contributions.
Dr. Becker was required to work with people at the Indiana University School of Medicine, the legislative bodies, the business community, the educators, the faculty, the staff, you name it. He had to work through that to convince people that we needed to have the very best School of Medicine with the IU brand right here in our community.
Immediately when he sat down with them, he recognized that there were similarities in their mission and ways that medicine in general and healthcare could also align together.
Steve is not one who likes the spotlight. He just gets things done. He was really perfect for this job in that he's able to persuade. He's knowledgeable, he is a doctor and an educator, so he had great cachet and credibility whenever he discussed the project.
Steve's been incredible in working with the business community, from his presentations to the Evansville Regional Business Committee to his reaching out to the members of that committee. I think the most important thing is Steve was a consistent, constant communicator. He kept everybody up to date. There were no surprises. He had a vision. But he brought all of us along in that vision and made sure we all understood it, because it's successful because, as you know, in this community, things are very, very successful when the community embraces it. And Steve really helped us to embrace this concept.
In Indiana, he recognized that, you know, the state ranked 37th among 50 in terms of physicians per capita, which is a big problem when we have a growing population. So in doing that research, he immediately went out and looked at places like Grand Rapids, Michigan, for example. And so early on, he took a group of healthcare and business community leaders up to tour their facilities, the medical mile, as you will, and to see what elements brought that together to make it a success.
He has been an instrumental force in the advancement of health sciences in graduate medical education, creating a model that the state and nation look to replicate. Steve is a risk taker that has blazed the trail for others. His dream becomes a vision, and that vision became a reality through hard work.
For my entire lifetime, Evansville has been engaged in a conversation about how to revitalize downtown. Because of Steve's vision, the medical education complex will achieve that very thing.
Well, it's going to change Evansville for future forever. I don't know that any of us really understand the significant impact that this School of Medicine will have in our community.
When you think about medical care, you think about the providers, and key to the providers are the very, very best physicians, and everyone in Southern Indiana deserves the very best. So when we think about the medical campus here, we're going to be able to say we have 4 years of excellent medical school underneath the direction of Dr. Stephen Becker.
It is vital we have proper training and education for physicians so they can provide top-notch care for those in our communities. He not only is bringing this campus together, but he is also creating a better quality of life for those who live here. Because of Dr. Becker's hard work and dedication, the campus he envisioned has a projected economic impact of $350 million over the next 10 years.
He's got a great sense of humor. He never takes himself seriously. Despite this just phenomenal success that he's had, Steve is the first one to say it wasn't him. But the reality is they ought to put a statue up in that school and say it was all Steve Becker.
Dr. Becker, congratulations on a job well done. You continue to do a fantastic and visionary job in your role here at the medical school, and it is a pleasure to work with you.
I can think of no one better deserving of the Rotary Civic Award than Steve. Congratulations on this achievement, and thank you for taking the steps to take Evansville and Indiana to the next level.
Congratulations, Steve. No one deserves this more than you. I'm so honored to be part of this process, but more importantly, I'm so honored to be your friend.
Downtown will be changing in a very, very positive way. And think about all of the things that are going to be associated with this brand new campus, whether it be the hotel, whether it be the Deaconess Clinic, whether it be the galleries downtown, the eating establishments. The face of downtown Evansville has changed and will continue to change in the most positive way ever.
Congratulations, Steve. This is well deserved.